Listen, I'm absolutely not ashamed to tell you that before the game I was extremely stressed. I was afraid of the game Juve-Verona. I had absolutely no idea how that team would have reacted after crazy 10 days. Because yes, we are speaking about 10 days. Elimination PSV, elimination Coppa Italia against Empoli, the harsh words of Thiago Motta after the game, the day afterwards in an interview on Sky Sport from Cristiano Giuntoli, the protest and the insults the night before in front of the J Hotel, the protest silent stadium for 50 minutes and then protest chants against the management during the game. Probably it was a lot. Probably it was too much for this team to digest. We are speaking about the second youngest team of Serie A, where we know it and we always said it. One of the biggest weaknesses of that team is the lack of maturity, lack of leadership, a mentally weak team. We knew it. Well, it could have been totally wrong. I asked personally for a reaction, and a reaction is what we saw. I personally asked to play not one, but 2 halves, and that's what we saw yesterday. I asked personally to play with 11 men, and this is what we saw yesterday. Beautiful Juventus yesterday, dominating Juventus yesterday. Can we take a word still in that intro to speak about Khéphren Thuram? Well, Khéphren Thuram started the game yesterday. Khéphren Thuram continues to grow minute by minute, game after game. Thuram dominates not only the midfield. Thuram opened the score. Thuram, second goal in a row, 4th goal of the season, 3 in Serie A, 1 in Coppa Italia. My question for Thiago Motta is, Mister, was it that difficult to give him a bit more space? Was it that difficult to start him a bit more over a Koopmeiners with the fever? Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. I'm sure that a lot of Juventini that are watching this video today, they have a huge big smile. I'm sorry for that long intro. We'll go towards individualities. Thiago Motta, how we played yesterday. I have some beautiful frames because not only Thuram, but yesterday the midfield played really well with some frames of how we played. I'm sure that you will enjoy them because I know with the feedback that you love these frames of in live moments. We will go towards all of that. I'm asking you, of course, to put a maximum of like. Continue to subscribe to the channel, but first of all, I'm obliged, guys. I'm obliged. I'm obliged to take a moment before entering really the game to tell you that I don't understand. I don't understand. Not only I don't understand the rules of the referee, that every single time they are giving a different interpretation, but I also don't understand why Juventus is never speaking about these episodes. I know we are Juventus, we are the biggest team in Italy, we are too good to speak about referees, but especially when you win and when we see these kinds of episodes, because yesterday they robbed us again, a penalty, you need to say something. You need to tell people in front of cameras for everyone to hear it. We know what is happening. We saw what was happening. And it's not the first time, because if you give me the rules that here and here it's not something that you can punish with a penalty, we know the rules, we know that. But then if we see real live images that the ball was not here, but was there, you need to go and give me a penalty. You need to take your time to go to VAR, watch it, take the time, because that can be a really decisive moment. Because there we are speaking about a 0-0. We are speaking about, or it was 1-0 for Juve, but if Verona continues to play, if Verona, by chance, they go with a corner kick, with a set piece, they do 1-1, today we are speaking about something totally different. Then today we would have been here blaming Juventus with the inability to score, to go more on target, to be more accurate, to play a bit faster. Today we would have gone with a total different narrative. And probably today we would not have been at -6 from the leaders, but -8. And that changed totally. Also because we need to remember that the last time that we played in Serie A, in Matchday 26, it was against Cagliari, also there, huge big push with 2 hands, a penalty not given to Dusan Vlahovic, also there, the narrative could have changed. Can you imagine that we could have potentially lost 2 points yesterday, 2 points the game before, that's -4, today would have been at -10. Forget about top 4. I'm not even speaking about Scudetto. Forget about top 4 for things that are absolutely not acceptable. Anyway, I put it aside, but I really wanted my voice to be heard for the people that are watching. Guys, if you're watching, speak, speak, speak. Beautiful mention for Locatelli that I start to see really this season. That's a huge big difference with the past. Going, speaking with the referee, telling the referee, taking his leadership role like I never saw before. So bravo, Locatelli, at least we start speaking with the referees on the field. I would love also to hear it off the field. From players, especially from the coach, also from our management. Anyway, that being said, yesterday, I wanted the reaction. Yesterday we saw a reaction. 76% ball possession. You know it, I don't care about ball possession until or unless it brings you a result. And yesterday we were able to combine it. 11 shots on target, total shots 27. Yesterday it was Juventus against a bus. Juventus against a wide bus and Ballon d'Or, prime Buffon, Montipo. When people reminded me in the chat while we were live that Montipo was the goalkeeper of Benevento, season of Pirlo, I started really to stress because he was doing save after save after save. 7 beautiful saves from Montipo, starting with the one on Thuram, the one on Yildiz, the one on McKennie, the one on everyone. Yesterday was saving everything. A really beautiful Juventus for the entirety of the game, except maybe of these first initial 10 minutes where I really believe that it was a lot for them to digest. The supporters that were, for the first time this season, not really pushing and helping them. With all what happened, with the stretch, with probably a bit of shaky legs, knowing that they were obliged to win, because that's what we had to do yesterday, because everyone was already thinking about the -6, would have been a total collapse, a total disaster, a chaos, if we didn't win yesterday. So it's understandable, these initial shaky moments, and after that, Juventus went. Not only, guys, with only ball possession, because we tried to go on target. We should have been a bit more accurate. We should have gone with at least a 2, if not a 3-0 at first half. But what was beautiful is that we continued also in the second half to play, to continue, to try to find the net. We played with 11 men that were really up. Yesterday we saw a clear 4-2-3-1. Yesterday it was evident that 4-2-3-1 with some players that could have changed position in some moments of the game. Yesterday we saw 11 men or 10 men, let's say, not Di Gregorio, but 10 men in the opponent half. We were playing on the left, 35%, on the right, 38%, 27% centrally. We saw a lot of vertical passes. Yesterday we saw triangles. Yesterday we saw Juventus taking their chance from everywhere on the field. I told you, 27 attempts. He came from everywhere. Locatelli, I believe he had like 6 attempts. 6 attempts, Locatelli. I think, I need to ask to the professional of the stats, I never saw Locatelli trying 6 times. Federico Gatti tried. Colomoni 3 times. 4 attempts by Thuram. 4 attempts by Yildiz. 2 by Gatti, I already told you. Nico Gonzalez twice, once with a header. We had Cambiaso, Kelly, Wea, Weston McKennie, Turncoat minus even Alberto Costa. They all tried. It's easier and faster to tell you who didn't try than the one that tried. So, of course, we know it and we can understand that the coach said, if you have the opportunity, if you have an open window, go and try to shot. Wherever you are, shot, because we need to go. We need to go. We cannot hesitate. So we play with ball possession. We do a lot of passes. But when you see, you go and you try. And that's what we did yesterday. We saw a poor Verona, I already told you, with 11 men that were defending, double curtain of defenders, except of Sarr, even if Sarr was defending as well in the midfield. Yesterday, a lot of touches. Also, a really beautiful, accurate Juventus. Yesterday, 100 balls touched by Cambiaso, 98 by Locatelli, 86 by Kelly. Bravo, Kelly. Yesterday, it was Thuram, and we said it, man of the match, totally deserved. Man of the match is finishing also on the front pages, Avanti con Thuram. Let's go, we go up with Thuram is the title of Tuttosport, and Gazzetta dello Sport, La Juve si tira su. Juventus is getting up with that image. Celebration a la Marcus, this time it's Khéphren Thuram that is doing the celebration of his brother to tell him maybe a message. We are also there in that run for the Scudetto. But when I told you it's not only Thuram that is fantastic, guys, he needs to play all the games. As long as he has some energy, he needs to be there on the field. I don't care. He needs to play. Who is off? I don't care, but Khéphren needs to be there. But yesterday it was the entire midfield. Look at that first goal that arrived at the 72 minutes. After a few touches there, I go towards 3 frames, the last 3 ones. Locatelli, look at how high he is. Yesterday he did so many passes in final third that was incredible. Incredible. Yesterday, Locatelli with that pass, going on the left side to Cambiaso, look at the left back, how high he is. He's even higher than Nico Gonzalez because he goes up. You see Thuram is already watching Locatelli and he understands the moment. That's why he starts also to enter a movement that we want from our midfield. How many times in the last 2 seasons we said we are missing the goals from our midfield because not always they are doing the right movement. A lot of times we are isolated in the midfield. Well, yesterday, Locatelli, he's opening super high on the field. Now on the left side for the left back that is giving it back, and then Thuram physically understanding the moment he finds the way to totally unmark himself to take it with his left foot going towards the far post. Bravo, bravo, bravo to the entire midfield that was there to support, to give believe in the team, and also to Andrea Cambiaso that finally is back. Look, yesterday he spoke after the game in front of the microphones, and that makes me extremely happy because a player that speaks in front of microphones is ready. He's ready. And that's beautiful. It's not a coincidence that yesterday he played again a really beautiful game. Not only the midfield, but can we speak also about probably Lloyd Kelly, that a lot of us criticize too much, that delivers another beautiful performance. He received, I believe, a 7 on Gazzetta dello Sport. I think it's a really fair rating for Lloyd Kelly. Bravo. Bravo Kelly, that is winning his duels, that is going on one-on-one, he's going on in aerial duels. Bravo. No, sincerely, bravo. I need to say it. Bravo, 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 Lloyd Kelly. And that's what we want at the end. Huh? I don't care that I don't like. I wanted him, I didn't want him. I was supporting him, I hoped for him, or I didn't want him. At the end, if he's wearing the black and white, or as yesterday, the third shirt, deliver. And then you will be judged for what you are doing on the field. Whoever cares about I like you, I don't like you, I like your hairstyle, I like your, I don't care. Play, deliver, and at a certain moment he was also, motivating everyone. Bravo, Lloyd Kelly. Honorable mention for Kalulu that is back, and mamma mia, that's a really great news. Having Kalulu back is beautiful. Alberto Costa, a lot of people said, Beppe, I was impressed by Alberto Costa. Great, I hope to see him a lot. Guys, yesterday, it was the perfect game for him to enter. He has run, he can overlap, he can take a shot, he can cross. Offensively, he's a really good player. Now, defensively, tactically, I think that he needs still to continue to grow. It's, for example, not the player that I would start immediately against Atalanta. Can he arrive there? Yes, I believe that this season for him will be a learning camp. Learning, understanding, taking like a sponge to be extremely ready, maybe for the World Cup there, the Club World Cup, or maybe for next season. So, beautiful signing. Yesterday he showed already what he did offensively. I hope we will not see too much of Alberto Costa defensively, because that means that we need to defend, and I don't want to defend. That second goal, because it's not over, that I want to speak. We didn't speak about it yesterday, but look at Juve, of course. You will tell me it's a mistake from Montipo, the goalkeeper, for probably his first mistake of the game. And no, yeah, it is. But look why he's doing a mistake. Because of that huge, big pressure of Bangula. And that's what I want to see from the people that are coming from the bench, that are going immediately pressing. We don't care that we are already winning 1-0. We didn't go up to park the bus to defend that 1-0. We continue to press to put them in difficulty. Sam, he understands it. Look at that. Look where he is. Look on that frame where he is pressing. The goalkeeper is doing a mistake, and Samu Bangula, look now where he is. He already made that run to not be offside. A player that says, it's okay, I didn't start, I'm not happy. He would have probably walked back. No, from the moment that he did that pressing, that Montipo put that ball away, he already started, before understanding that it was a mistake from the goalkeeper, he already started to run, to be out of that offside position. There, Alberto Costa, boom, is opening to Bangula. Bangula extremely, extremely smart there, because immediately, without controlling the ball, is accelerating the play in one touch, because Koopmeiners, that also entered quite well, he enters and he's doing that movement. Vertical run there in the space. Bangula sees him. Beautiful assist and a beautiful goal by Koopmeiners. Welcome, Koop. Welcome, Koop. Hopefully, this is the Koop that we will see every single game. Can we praise also Thiago Motta? I told you about the 11 men that he showed. He played yesterday with a lot of pressure. Also, the changes, winning changes yesterday. Bangula, Koopmeiners winning changes for him. Yesterday, also having the balls, let's be honest, to put Koopmeiners on the bench to play with a tired Weston McKennie. Bravo, Thiago Motta, bravissimo. Maybe we are exaggerating when we are judging Juventus. Of course, it's totally correct to be harsh with Juve when you have more draws than win in Serie A. That we now equalize. Now we have equal wins and draws for the first time. So we drew the draws and the wins. When you are out of PSV, when you're out of Empoli, it's totally correct to criticize the team. There were a lot of things that we didn't see, but maybe we have been too harsh. Don't forget that Bremer, 5 months out. Cabal, 4 months out. Cambiaso, at a certain moment, he totally disappeared. He was not there anymore, mentally, physically, we don't know. Anyway, he was not there. Danilo, out since 2 months, because that was our own decision. Kalulu, out 1 month. Vega, 15 days. Savona, starter for 5 months. Kelly from the bench of Newcastle as a starter. Yesterday, again, not only with Gatti, but then with Kalulu. Juventus has the best defense in Serie A. Juventus has the best defense of Serie A. These are facts. These are facts. We have the best defensive Serie A. We lost at the moment only one game in Serie A after 27 match days. Juventus is there at 5 wins in a row in Serie A. For the very first time, 5 wins in a row in Serie A. And in these games, there was also the big game against Inter. We are at -6 from Inter. Guys, -6 from Inter, -5 from Napoli, -3 from Atalanta, +2 from Lazio, a bit more, +5 from Empoli, with Milan that is out. Milan is out of the race of the top 4. They can forget about Champions League games next week. Can it tell us a lot? A lot for us, yes. If we win against Atalanta in our home, we are 3rd. Equal points with Atalanta. 3rd. Something that was not even possible a few days ago, a few weeks ago. And also pay attention to Napoli, Fiorentina, because that can tell us a lot. The week after, the last one before international break, Juventus is playing against Fiorentina, this time in Firenze, away. But there will be also a big game, Atalanta-Inter. I will not speak. I told you I don't want to speak about Scudetto. You can speak, you can write in the chat, but I also want to listen to the other ones. Kenan Yildiz, what did he say yesterday after the game? Scudetto, he said, we are professionals. We have always given our best, and we want to try to continue like this. Do we believe in the Scudetto? Yes. But we have to look at one game at the time. And this is what I said yesterday. If this team, you put in their mind that they are Juventus, they are obliged to play for the Scudetto, they are obliged to win the Scudetto because we are Juve, because we have 38 Scudetti, because this, because we are great, because we are a big club, this team will shake on their legs. This team will have the fear factor. This team will probably collapse mentally. If this team, they understand that they don't have anymore the pressure from the top 4, because we are starting to grow, to climb in that ranking, because we are a bit more comfortable there in that position. And that's why I would love that Lazio start to lose a bit of points. And they believe in doing a miracle without pressure, playing game by game, like what yesterday Kenan Yildiz told us, game by game, and we see what is happening, and we see what is happening. And if you fail, you failed, but at least you tried. That could be totally a different mindset. What about Thiago Motta? Well, yesterday, the question from Michele Padovano that won the Champions League with us. Mister, is there that idea of the Scudetto? Mister didn't answer, but look at his face. And then he added, of course, Scudetto, we need balance. We also need a lot of character. We need to be strong. And we need also our men. And the good news, Conceição will miss 10 days, so he will miss Atalanta and Fiorentina, but he will be back after the international break, like Douglas Luiz, like Savona. We need all our men, because there is one dream that I have, and it will not happen, I tell you, but there is one dream that I really have. That page of the 26th of February of Gazzetta dello Sport that was already saying before the game of Empoli, Thiago Motta wants to beat Empoli to at least try to win one trophy now that the Scudetto is gone. Now that there was a flop in Champions League. Well, that page, guys, that page where it was written in big, the Scudetto is already gone by Gazzetta on the 26th of February. I would love to put that on, maybe on the 18th of May. Juve Udinese, Inter Lazio, Matchday 37. I would love to tweet that. Ragazzi, I hope you enjoyed that video. Grazie, forza, Juve.